Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. My name's Sleepy, and this is Sleepy Plays Star Citizen. And yes, it's Drake Day at the Expo. So, you kind of knew things were going to get a little weird. Today, we're going to take a look at the Drake Looter. That's right, I said the Drake Looter. We're going to start off with the back here, with the engines. And you're going to ask, well, what happened here? Well, I'm going to assume Drake asked their customers, how many engines do you want? And they said, yes. I mean, you think she's got enough? Why do I call this the Drake Looter? Well, I call this the Drake Looter, first of all, because it's the one ship in game that I think is really designed for looting. And it's definitely Drake. It's got guns, though not many. That's not truly Drake. But it's got missiles, and that's definitely Drake. And it's uglier than Dog Sin, and that's positively Drake. So let's take a look at this beast. It looks like we got two ways to go in. First of all, this will open the ramp, which is kind of cool. This back here somewhere brings down the elevator, which is also kind of cool and very Drake. Let's take a look inside here I believe this is the cargo bay. Don't ask me how much cargo this thing holds. I'm going to guess somewhere like, I don't know, 12. 12 is what I've heard. But it might be less, it might be more. But for this ship, I don't think the amount of cargo is what's important. Now, let's take a little ladder up to the second deck. This will bring us up to lower engineering, where we have an engine. Shock, shock. Oh no, we have two engines. I think it's going to get a little warm in here. So we're going to head on back here and we're going to look at a medical bay. That's right, a medical bay. You're like, wait a minute, Sleepy. Why is there a medical bay on the looting ship? Well, when you go looting and you go down into a landing site and you're trying to kill all the guards and they kill you, you can respawn right here in your ship. Then you can hop downstairs into your cargo that you've stored and get out your extra gun and your extra armor and your extra ammo, and you can go right back in there and kill the guys that killed you. Now, if that ain't Drake, I don't know what is. And our next room we're going to go look at here is, for all amazing things, a crafting station. Now, you say, wait a minute, why do you need a crafting station on a looting ship? Well, when you forget your tractor beam, or you lose your tractor beam, and you're going inside to loot, and you want to take a cargo box in with you to fill up with all of your loot, you're going to need a tractor beam. And I got a feeling a little later on we're going to be able to craft guns out of these things, and maybe even ammo out of these things. And nothing is more Drake than being able to craft a gun and ammo on site. Sorry, but that says Drake. Now we're going to walk up a little more here and we're going to take a look at, what is this? This is a suit locker. Fancy, huh? Very Drake. And then we can go up to the bridge here. Yeah, we can go up to the bridge here, I guess. And we're going to come up to the cockpit, but we're going to come back to the cockpit. In here you have your living quarters, where you have your really elegant sink. Okay, Drake. Your food preparation place. Okay. Anybody for grilled cheese? Your work desk. That works. Your wonderful bed. And continue on back to our engineering. And you're saying, Sleepy, why is this engineering so Drake? Well, there's one thing that I did see in another video that I thought was very Drake. You bring your friend back here to engineering, you have him stand beside you, you reach over here, you pull this lever, and voila, your friend is gone. I mean, who else but Drake would put a trap door in engineering? Seriously. Alright, let's go back up front. Take a look at the cockpit in all of its glamour. Yes, a glamorous Drake cockpit. You gotta love it. We're gonna grab a seat here. And in every great cockpit, you have to find the most important equipment first. And the most important equipment in a Drake cockpit is always going to be the fan. And yes, Drake cockpits have a fan. Gotta love it. Alright, let's take a look around. I don't know how this thing works, so we're going to just have to point at stuff and see what happens. That's flight ready, that's engine ready, that's, wait a minute, flight ready, engine on. Okay, that works. What else do we got in here? Lights off. Let's leave the lights on. Anything on this side? Nope. So much to do in a Drake cockpit. That's an exit. That's your gear down. There's absolutely nothing up top here, so let's just see how this thing works. We're going to go back over here and try to find flight. I don't see anything there. Let's get her flight ready. There we go. Very Drake. Now we're going to try just to take off a little bit here. Just enough to not to go backwards. Put the engine, I'm going to put the gear up. Let's see if this works. There we go. Now we can see how the wings go down. And then we can press in again and bring them back up. I kind of wanted to see that animation. Very Drake. Very mechanical. Here, let's put her down. I can't believe nothing weird's happened this Drake day. And then hopefully we can find a button to shut it off with. Power off. That works. Notice everything in here is very elegant, very well proportioned, and very well placed. Even the insulation in the wall. What did I say? Oh, lights off. I want lights on. I don't want lights off. Be scary to be in a Drake ship with lights off. Good visibility. Good visibility up, down, left, and right. And that is pretty much the Drake Looter. I'm sure oh yes, I did miss these. These are kind of cool. You got little seats down in case you have friends. So now many Drake pilots don't have a lot of friends, but hey, you never know. It could happen. What else did I miss in here? I'm sure there's all kinds of equipment stored around here in places I can't find. And I really don't care. What does this do? Open. Something's supposed to go in there. It's obviously missing. Welcome to Drake. What do you do? Oh no, I'm not dropping down there. Radar, shields. Guess that's how you open all that stuff. Close. I get you. What else we got in here that I've missed? Besides a bunch of stuff. What are you? No appropriate item. I think that's storage. There's storage up here somewhere. Oh, there's the storage. This is where you can put some of your loot. I would really put it in cargo containers down the bottom, but it's up to you. Here you have 650 thousand micro S. I think that's 6.5 SU? Maybe. You do the math. Gives me a headache. There's your bed. Lights off. I don't want the lights off yet. Really fashionable. What are you? You are. Oh, a Drake restroom. I'm so impressed. And it's already leaking. Brand new ship and the restroom is leaking. That's Drake. There's supposed to be, I thought there was a suit locker here somewhere. There is a suit locker here somewhere. I just really have no clue where it's at. Maybe downstairs. How do you get downstairs? Oh, it's very simple. It's Drake. You duck! Just say quack quack. I said downstairs. I want to go down. Thank you. There's a suit locker. I knew there was a suit locker. And a gun rack. Of course, it's a gun rack. If there wasn't a gun rack, I'd get off here because this would be a counterfeit ship. Definitely wouldn't be Drake. We've been back here. What did I miss? You don't do anything. You don't do anything. You don't do anything. We know this is all medical. I'm just kind of going back through to see what I missed. I'm sure there's stuff I missed. This stuff is where you put your med gel in for your med bed. Yes! You use jelly! You know you were made of jelly? Now where am I going? I'm looking for the way down. Well, there's always an elevator that I can take down. far as the outside of the ship, I don't know. Should be a fuel thing here, but I don't know how it works. What a wonderful first look. I don't see the button. That's ramp access. Well, let's just walk around and look. Nope, no buttons. Warnings. Fuel port. Ah, there's your fuel port. That's how you put gas in it. Just pull up to your little jack, be quick, and get your filled up. In the back here, there's nothing but engine. There's more warnings. Don't touch. Ramp access. Alright, that's all I see, guys. It's got guns. Not a whole lot of guns, but it's got guns. It's got missiles. I'm not going to tell you what they all are because I don't know, and I'm not going to look them up. This is the Drake Looter. I think it's going to be a fantastic one-person looting ship. I think when you want to go do bunker raids, single player, or even two-player, or stuff like that, this ship will bring everything you need. Because that's what I'm going to use it for looting. Anyway, this has been a first look at the Drake Looter. I know, they call it the Clipper. I call it the Looter. I mean, seriously, Clipper? I mean, seriously, guys? Come on now. Thank you very much. Be safe. Peace. This is Sleepy.